Luke Cage, Power Man. It's issue 25. Alright, here we go. It's the circus of crime, and you have Luke Cage. He's getting tired of it. He's getting attacked by snakes, and all these people jumping up, and they're talking some crazy shit. They're basically like, I'm the ringmaster, and this is the circus of crime. You'll join us, or be buried alive. Crime and circuses. And here we go. You see Luke Cage? He's all hypnotized in a trance, and she's all like, snap out of it, Luke. And so here we go. It's the circus of crime, and you can see it's Goliath and Luke Cage. They're both sort of hypnotized, staring off into space, and this chick's kind of grinding on, trying to knock some sense out. And the circus is just talking shit. They're like, we have you hypnotized. You're just our slaves now. Like, I guess Luke Cage's friend hiding out somewhere, and he's just like, oh shit, what can I do other than hide out like a bitch? And so he just hides out like a bitch. And eventually the ringmaster's like, okay, listen, lady, you need to get the fuck out of here. Even if he could snap out of it, he'd have to fight the cowboy. He'd have to fight the serpent lady. He'd have to fight the clown, the strong man, and of course the trapeze artist and myself. And I doubt he could take care of all of us. Ups the gloat even more, like, look at this. And then they start to perform tricks for her for free. And then they start talking about how they used to fight with the Fantastic Four. They fought the Incredible Hulk. They fought Daredevil. Here's them fighting Daredevil. And then the cowboy was talking about how he busted him out of jail. And then, before you know it, they got him hypnotized. And she's looking at him, and she's just like, yeah, I fought Captain America and stuff. You gotta go check it out. Then she starts getting all saucy on him while he's like hypnotized, about to Bill Cosby him. And she's like, ooh, Princess Python would dearly like to know what it'd be like to be held in your arms. And so she starts talking all dirty to him while he's like drugged. And his woman don't put up with this shit. She's like, man, Greg, get the fuck out of here, you dirty ass bitch. And then she like fucking blasts this chick with a fucking cattle prod and just knocks her the fuck out. And the cowboy just picks her up and he's like, I'm calling dibs. And then he starts trying to walk out with her, and certainly he's like, whoa, what the fuck are you doing with our hostage? And this guy's still waiting around in the dark, like Luke from fucking Return of the Jedi. So the cowboy sits her on the couch thinking about doing stuff, but of course the serpent lady's just like, no, I can't let Lindsay be doing all that. And he's like, oh, I was just joking anyway, so I'm gonna go, get a pop. And so he's going to get a beer, and then she starts waking up wondering what the fuck's going on. And of course, the serpent lady's just looking at her cabinet for weird duct tape and shit for her, not even paying attention that the lady just woke up. Meanwhile, the circus gang is plotting out their next scheme now that they got the fucking new manpower. So this guy's still hiding in the darkness, wondering how he can steal the fucking hat of the ringleader. So the circus gang's walking around, then this dude tries to sneak up and steal the ringleader's hat. But he's a fucking idiot, and he runs right into a light to do it, and just gets caught, and they just whoop the shit out of him. So now, I guess this is like if Luke jumped out and just fell, and Vader cut his fucking head off. So he jumps, and then they're just staring at like, who's this idiot? And they're like, I don't know. Meanwhile, you see somebody leaving the tent, and you can see, it's definitely not the serpent lady. And so these guys are walking up, it's a hooded figure, and they're like, serpent lady, we've been waiting for you, what do you think we should do? And yeah, he's just like, hey, I had a couple of ideas, what took you so long? And then he's a little slow to notice that their hands are black, and it's not even his fucking friend. So he's just like, oh shit, and it's like, oh fuck, you're not our friend. And then she's like, damn right, just crack it. And then the clown comes up, and then she fucking blasts him in the ball sack and knocks him off his unicycle. And then she just takes the cattle prod and just beams Luke Cage straight in the fucking head. He snaps the fuck out of it. He's not happy. Green Luchador just punches him in the fucking face. The clown tries to get the guy's back and throws the cattle prod once again back at fucking Luke Cage, who's just like, what the fuck is that? And then he starts trying to smoke Luke Cage out, and the muscle guy gets up behind him and tries to give him a crazy like bear hug and shit. But Luke Cage just elbows him in the fucking rib cage. And then this guy gets bashed in the fucking head. And then he's walking all drunk. And then Luke Cage takes a second to strike a Superman pose and rap at him about sheep and sleep. The tough guy comes up. He runs up upon Luke Cage. He strikes him right under the throat. And then Luke Cage straight up bitch slaps the strong man. And then, meanwhile, Vincent Price and Clint Eastwood are looking on to figure out what to do. And he's like, maybe I could try to hypnotize him again. And so Luke Cage just knocks this fucking strong guy over and then smashes him into a fucking circus cage. Then suddenly the giant hand grabs him. And meanwhile, the luchador is still pondering what to do after getting hit in the face. And he goes and jumps off with the hat. Here it is, Goliath, hypnotized, about to crush fucking Luke Cage. And then the luchador with the hat has him, and Luke Cage is pointing at the luchador, and you think they're about to both be hypnotized, but suddenly they both snap out of it, and the circus gang knows something's up, and they're like, oh shit, you snapped out of it. Like, well, you still gotta beat our ass if you intend to leave. And of course, Goliath wastes no time being alright, and then just grabs the cowboy and smashes him into a zoo cage, and then the clown just starts to gas Luke Cage again, as if it did anything before, and of course he's even like, what the fuck are you doing, clown guy? And the strong guy comes running up with a fucking log, and it's all smoky. He just fucking straight up crushes the man's skull with a giant wooden block, and then he's sitting there, and he even screams out some shit to him. He's like, I've seen some stupid things in my time, strong man. Oh no, it's the luchador trapeze artist comes swinging at Goliath, which is as effective as swinging against somebody who's the size of a tree would be, and he just grabs him and squishes him. Alright, so meanwhile, Spider-Man gets kidnapped from Jack Nicholson from The Departed, and then he gets stuck in a cage and then they force him to go get fruit pies for the gang. Meanwhile, so the clown's running off, and then he gets the fucking box thrown at him and smashed into his head. And so the ringmaster of crime is looking for his fucking hat. And of course, finally the little goon guy's got a hold of the hat. He starts hypnotizing the ringleader, and then Serpent Lady's walking around, and then she gets blasted by the hypnotizing ray, and then the cops come just in the nick of time. And then here you go, it's a panel with Goliath, and I guess this chick is actually his wife, and she's like, no. He's like, listen, me and you, and she's like, look, no, you don't understand. Alright, you just don't get it. And it's just her telling him, like, yeah, look, I saved him first, because he's better than you, and he knows what's up. And me and him know what's up, and you don't. So you just gotta deal with it, Goliath. And of course, you see her walking off with Luke Cage, and you just see sad Goliath's hand, and then look, they're making out. And the text says they're all happy, but you see this guy, he's fucking pissed. He got hypnotized, his wife got stolen at the circus, and it's been a shitty fucking day. And so Luke Cage runs off into the sunset with his friend's wife. The end.